Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got the second update for my Pando's eyeshadows for you. I've been working on the same eyeshadows for the last 2 months. I wasn't able to roll anything new out last month, so let's take a look at how I've been doing over the last month. That's 2 times last month, but it means something else. Starting off with my NYX NYX palette that is my focus palette, and also had a shade randomly rolled in here. I'm working on 2 shades, the purple shade right here and the brown shade. Starting off with the purple shade, I've used that an additional 5 times for a total of 10. I tend to use that purple in my crease most of the time. I try to use it on my lid as well, but it's got a bit of it's a satin finish, but it just doesn't work well with some of the shades that I'm using on my lids outside of that one, because they have more shimmer in them and it just doesn't merge as nicely as I want them to. So it's been a crease shade for me most of the time so far. 10 more uses. There is definitely a little bit of a dip in there, but no pan yet. And the brown shade, I know I said I wasn't going to be doing this, but it's similar enough in the end, the way I use it as well, to my Panda palette, medium brown shade that's still in the Nude Ingenude palette. So I'm switching my time a little bit between them, but at least I'm still able to make progress on both of them, because it's I don't have 10 different shades that I'm focusing on that are very similar. So also that one I've used 5 times for a total of 10 right now. Still no pan, but that one definitely has a dip, more of a dip than the purple has. So maybe this is one that I can roll out soon enough, and then I have full focus back to my Panda palette brown. We will see, but these will both stay in for next time anyway. Then secondly, we had my LA Colors palette, and this one, I know, I should have not rolled in initially, because I'm already working on a green in my Panda palette, and I rolled in a green Sephora shade. Now I don't even remember which one I rolled first anymore, but in here I am supposed to be working on this second shade. Did not touch it at all last month, because I just really wanted to see how far I could get with the Sephora green and hopefully roll that out. So that's where my focus has been instead of on this one, but that might change soon. So yeah, no uses on this one. I still have the one use from last month. But then we've got my little Sephora palette here, and then here I've been working on another green shade, and you probably cannot see it from here, but I have hit pan on that one. So really excited about that. I did manage to hit pan. It took me another 11 uses, so a lot of my attention this month went to this shade, because I just wanted to roll at least something out. Plus it's nice to have one less green to focus on, although it did take away from my Panda palette green, so it's choices that I had to make. But one less green to focus on, that's the main message here. I did hit pan, and I'm really excited about that. The pen did end up being a bit deeper than I expected it to be. They're really small in size, size-wise, but they're definitely still deeper than I thought they would be. I needed 16 uses to hit pan on that one. It's less than on my average shades, but not a lot less. My average shades would be between 20 and 25 a lot of the time, sometimes going up to 30, but yeah, I was hoping that this would be kind of a 10-ish uses and then I would be there. That's not the case, but at least now I know about how many uses I should expect for hitting pan on any of these other shades. So that is my first pan in this project for this year. Then lastly, I'm also working on a shade in this big manly palette. And oh, the plastic is moving already. I have repressed all the shades in here. I think I already did that before the last update. In here I'm working on the dark brown. This is definitely brown. On the dark blue shade right here. It's not as dark blue as I kind of thought it would be. There is a little bit of a dip slash disturbance starting to form on there, but also this one is gonna take me more uses than I thought or hoped it would, because of like the type of palette that it is. I thought the quality would be more powdery. It is relatively powdery, but I guess they're all kind of dome products, so they do take longer. That is kind of a common thing for dome products. Either way, I've used that one another 5 times over the last month as well, bringing me to a total of 10. I definitely think it's gonna take me another 15 to 20 uses at least before I hit pan on that one. And it's not an easy shade to use, but I am combining it like sometimes with the purple in here, then the blue on the outside, and then a green on the inside. Kind of works. Like, it's not what I would gravitate towards normally, but that's actually what's fun about this project as well, because I'm trying out different color combinations that I normally wouldn't do, because I want to try and get at least about 5 uses on any shade in here, if not more. So yeah, those are the shades that I was working on. Now you saw I did hit pan on one, which means that I can roll something new in. So I'm gonna take my phone. I'm gonna open the Pretty Random app, and I currently have 300 and, oh, it still needs to download it. 343 shades that I can pick from. Let me double check. Yeah, I should have double checked. I was the wrong way around. I have 434 shades to pick from, not 343, but 434. So I'm gonna put that in here now. 434, 1 to 434, and we're gonna roll. And we end up with number 237. Now, before I go check what it is, some quick remarks. I'm gonna try and not roll in anything that's too similar to anything that I'm working on already. Clearly, I still have trouble figuring out what is and isn't similar enough. Also, no blacks, because I'm already working on one black that I just want to finish completely before I move on to something else, because trying to hit pan in the black while also trying to finish off one, it's not gonna work. So 237, let's see what that is. Quickly gonna get my laptop here. 237 is in my 88 palette, which is my other big palette, and it's the 9 shade in there. So let's see what that is. I'm gonna quickly get that palette. Here it is. Now, my palette is a little like jumbled up because not all the things were glued down properly when I received it, and some of them have fallen out more than once, which means that like they didn't fall out just one at a time. Sometimes it fell out multiple at a time, and then I just had to guess basically which one went where. So it's about right, but not completely right. But either way, this is what my palette looked like. Clearly this purple is not in the place where it should be, but I cannot figure out where it should be, and I'm too lazy to look up a picture of this palette online. So we're gonna go with the 9 shade from the top based on whatever order this is in right now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is just a pretty light pinky shade. And while I'm about to swatch this, I'm realizing I never swatched anything else. Always good. So this is, I'm just going to put it at the top, the shade that I'm rolling in, which maybe could be a brow bone highlight, but I'm guessing it's going to be a lid shade, and it's actually going to be nice because I don't have any like actually light lid shades that work really nicely as a lid shade. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work. I definitely think this is something I can like combine with everything else that I'm working on. Now let me quickly swatch the other shades that I am working on already. So we're gonna do the dark blue first. That is, let's see, it's not really a dark blue. It's a darker blue, but that's it. Then we have the green in the LA Colors palette to go underneath. So we've got a blue and a green and a very light pink there. And then we have the purple and the brown. They're both in the same palette, so I'm just gonna switch them together. Purple and brown. So yeah, still a pretty colorful and all over the place palette. This could actually be an interesting one where I can actually put this on the lid and combine it with this one on like more the inner part of the lid, and this one the purple shade towards the outer part. This will remain a crease shade. I will hopefully get some more uses on the green here as well. So yeah, those are the colors that I'm gonna be working on. Let me know if you guys have any ideas on how to use them, also in combination with all the other stuff that I'm working on. Now, because I actually have hit pan on a palette, my pen percentage will have changed, so I'm quickly gonna take a look at that with you guys. Got my laptop here again, and I already did my calculations. I did also hit pan on a shade in my palette. If you haven't watched that yet, I'll try to link it up here, I think. And okay, so let's see. In my collection at the moment, I have 52 eyeshadows with pan. I had 50 hit pan on 2 more. Since I did my last summary here. I didn't do it in February because it was the same as in the month before. 52 with pan. Total eyeshadows is 492, which brings me to a pan percentage of 10.6. It was 10.2 before, so that is definitely a nice improvement. And yeah, that's all that I have to share with you guys. I'm kind of trying to decide like what I'm hoping to hit pan on. I think that brown shade is most likely to have pan by next time, so I might try and focus on that one, see if I can like get up to 10 uses or something on that and hopefully hit pan by the time I get there. And then just play around with the other ones as well, trying to get at least 5 uses on them. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!